channels. And now it's going to ask you for a live streaming page URL. I'm going to put in the Facebook group URL right here. And now I'm all set up. All I need to do is click on go live, and it's going to take me live on all of the different channels in the Facebook group, on Twitter, and also my LinkedIn Live, just the way I've set it up on Restream.io. There you have it. Multi-streaming with Zoom and Restream is so slick and easy. Let me know if you have any other questions down in the comments. If you're not set up with Zoom or Restream quite yet, go find the links down in the description to get started. And if this video was helpful to you, I would love for you to hit that like button, and
I'm going to send out the links to all you guys now.
New to my channel. Now go check out this playlist right here for more live
tutorials.
Hopefully
when I hit that,
we'll other video that YouTube thinks you may like. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.
So let's see how that works out. I can't promise anything because I know nothing. I know nothing, Jon Snow.
But you don't want to use Facebook. Says right there.
Hey, shut your fucking mouth.
I'm just pointing out the
hey, listen, fuck them. Those motherfuckers just got us hacked, and they're refusing to even inform us.
I didn't get hacked.
Yeah, because you ain't shit. Here, Jawbone. Get your thing. Get your shit, Jawbone.
I was texting with Sarah today, and she said, so far not many people from Ohio have RSVP'd. So I don't know what kind of turnout we're going to have there. One of my sisters from down here, Tracy's going to go, but my other sister isn't going to go. And I offered to pay for her, and she wouldn't go. But she just started a new job. She got fired from Walmart and just started a new job. So I'm assuming that's why she's going to go.
Yeah. I was supposed to call it back today, but I was perturbed. Because I'm like, when are you going to come down to go see the girl? She's like, oh, I'm going to come down in July. And I'm like, okay, cool. She's like, no. She's coming down.
This is when you went over to see me in Tampa.
Yeah. She's coming over, I think May or some shit, just to, one of the kids is going to get graduate.
Yeah.
And she's going to come back in July. And then she's going to come back for the Christmas or whatever. So I go, hey, listen, why don't we try to put together the family get-together for like the second time for July or whatever. And she's like, yeah, but the problem is Wilma and Selena, they want to know if everybody's vaccinated. And I'm like, uh-huh. And she's like, because, Wilma got breast cancer and Selena don't. And I was just like, no, I didn't know. Then that's the fucking problem with you motherfuckers. People be dying in this fucking family, and y'all niggas don't say shit. So motherfuckers don't reach out to them to try to talk to them to say anything. Listen, I haven't spoken to you in a while. I found out you're dying. I'd like to talk to you, maybe we can, at least talk to you before your monkey ass dies. But no, not with y'all. Y'all the type of motherfuckers that when a motherfucker dies, you want to be like, oh shit, you should have called them. So she's like, I go, yeah, but you know what? The two of them ain't the whole family. Not for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Hate to sound shitty. But I was like, Penny's like, oh, I was like, you know what? I'm about to be like, fuck this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck a family reunion. You nigga, what's the reunion you gonna do? Is you gonna remind me y'all niggas ain't shit? So fuck it. So fuck it, brah. Fuck it, brah. Fuck. Oh shit, I forgot to share that shit to me. Smokey sent me that. Okay. So. I'm probably going to email this to you.
Okay.
It's nothing. You can straight erase it.
All right.
I just need to have it in my email so I can pull it up here. And then, this. And then,
I got one email from an order. Yep. There, I got another one.
Wait, where's that link? Where's that link? Where's that linky? Where's that link? Where's the link go? Where's the link go? Wait, oh, that's not what I want. I see what it did. Okay. I see what it
did. So, did you hear our own Senator Rick Scott wouldn't go to bat for fucking DeSantis?
Rick Scott's a cocksucker.
Yeah.
He's a cocksucker.
But the Democratic mayor of West Palm Beach went to bat for DeSantis.
You see that shit?
That is so funny. I think they're going to try and run against one another for the governor.
So this was the thing that Smokey wanted us to talk about. He sent me the link.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put it there so we can have it. I also need to send the thing Mike sent me. So that way I can pull those up. Because, that way everybody's happy. And I could barely read this, bro. Let's see what happens.
I miss you, DMX. I'm one of your 15 kids. 16, whatever.
Papa D!
Yeah.
Papa D! Don't die, Papa D!
Too cool for words.
You know, Jawbone. You know what your problem is, Jawbone? I'm going to send you another email, Jawbone, just to fuck with you. You got another email there, Jawbone. You might want to answer that. And stop jabbing your jawbone, right? Okay, here we go. How do I open this fucking thing? There we go. Okay. Can't fucking read it for shit. My
Make
good.
sure your extension cord is tough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nobody care about what he's saying, but we have.
Yeah. He got jokes. Just
so listen,
during the show.
We got your message. We got your message, Scrub Dog. Just remember, it's Scrub Dog.
He's got jokes before the show, not during.
All right, we're gonna see. We're gonna see in a few. We're gonna go live. Guess
I'll go. I'll go pee and change. And get a beer.
They've been having me live this whole goddamn time, Stevie.
What's that?
I've been live all this time.
Of course we have.
All right. That's how they do us. They don't give a fuck. They've been having me live this whole goddamn time. It's okay. They don't give one rat's ass. I've been live all this time. All right. That's how they do us. They don't give a fuck. They've been having me live this whole goddamn time. It's okay. They don't give one rat's ass. I've been live all this time. All right. That's how they do us. They don't give a fuck. They've been having me live this whole goddamn time. It's okay. They don't give one rat's ass. I've been live all this time. Well, goddamn it, it ain't supposed to be live right now. Well, goddamn it, it ain't supposed to be live right now. All right, what up? It's your boy Ant Live. You know what I'm saying? It's the D420 Show. The Get More the Ganja Show. Y'all know what it be. All right, what up? We got a lot of shit going on today, so let's just make sure that we get everybody on board. Let's get everybody on board, yeah. Don't use Facebook, goddammit. These motherfuckers get hacked. They lose our fucking information and shit, and then they don't want to even tell us about it. Fuck it, we ain't nobodies. All right, right now, you have to call in, homie.
Yep.
I can't be sharing my screen time. Why am I getting no?
I gotta come through the Zoom.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now there's the bullshit right here. I know everybody waits till 9 p.m. or later. Don't fucking get here no 8:50. Let's discussion before we start the show. Start the discussion. Nah, nigga, the show started 9, nigga. I'm here 9:25, 9:40. It's still a 9 in that motherfucker, my dude. It was 9:59, nigga. What you complaining about, cuz? All right, I get it, nigga. I get it, my dude. I get it. So your boy Ant Live is floating on dead air right here. I should be talking to everybody, you know what I'm saying? I should be out here conversating to motherfuckers and shit. But I'm here dilly-dallying and fucking around. Look at NRA. Why I got this NRA shirt on for? I'm fucking around, bro. You see I'm fucking around? I'm fucking around. No, I'm fucking around, cuz I don't support them like that. Don't worry, I'll mute you. I can mute you. I'll straight take your audio right off. You work.
How's that?
There you go.
Okay.
Yep. That's gonna work perfectly.
All right.
And right now, you motherfuckers can see half my fucking Facebook can see half my back shit. And Zoom is cool, and your shit got the backdrop. I just don't want Steve. I don't want this nigga sharing the same shit with me. You know what I'm saying? COVID.
You know I steal thunder. I steal others' thunder.
I know.
Hey, yo, why are we doing it on this and not on Zoom?
Why are you not doing it on Zoom? I just put you there because I added that on Facebook to try to get us on Facebook as well. So,
okay, so you want me to go to Zoom?
Yeah, jump on Zoom.
Okay, I'm going now.
How do I stop this? I'm stopping this one, this live show right here. Leave this room. I want the fucking this to stream through the room. Is that how that works? I don't know. We're gonna be discussing all kinds of shit today, so these motherfuckers is gonna be getting on soon.
Is that going to be up there?
No, yeah. You want me to hide your name? Don't worry, I can take care of that. Let me get to this right here. Oh, excuse me. I got to.
Sure.
We got to.
Oh yeah. What's he got? Post-star.
Look at my shirt, BB.
What, porn star?
Read it.
Being a DJ saved me from becoming a porn star.
It's a beautiful thing.
Did you want your nomenclature to be OBB or white cis hoe?
OBB, because that's what's on the shirt.
I thought white cis hoe fit you better. What up, Mega?
What's up, man? You all right?
Yeah. I'm having problems with my camcorders. I don't seem to understand why. Once I try to hook them onto the HD on the computer and shit, it's like all choppy. So I'm doing it from my computer because my computer's rocking, and I'm making Stoner doing it from his phone using our audio.
You got to stop buying that shit from Walmart, man.
Nah, nigga, you know what it was? I got that shit down at you know what I'm saying? Down at
the swap meet.
You know what I'm saying?
The swap meet.
Cuz.
That shit crazy. You're getting that shit at Five Below. Everything Five Below. What's up, B?
Same old.
Yeah, how you been?
Good. Went to a hockey game last Thursday. That's why I wasn't on.
Oh, okay. Good. Did you play?
First sporting event I've been to in 54 weeks.
54 weeks.
Yeah.
Wow. Let me tell you something.
That shit down hard, like
I went to a baseball game. Since I've been home, I ain't been to a baseball game in at least 34, if not 35 years.
A great experience, isn't it?
Oh man, and you know what? And we had good seats because my mother actually goes to the casino, and they comp her tickets constantly, and nobody wants to see the bum ass Mets anyway. So it's like, yo, I was right behind home plate, and we actually made the game real good. It was one of those games where we batted last, we was down, and we won in the last inning. That's what really set it all.
Nice.
You know?
Very
that was a good thing. And you know what? It's been forever and a day. I thought I really wasn't gonna enjoy myself, but I really had a good time.
That DeGrom they got's a hell of a pitcher.
Oh, I don't know. I don't follow baseball like that, but you know, free tickets, I'll follow.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They just paid a guy, their second baseman, $341 million for a 10-year contract.
Wow.
Yeah, Lindor.
Mm-hmm. What you drinking?
Bud.
Oh, you keep popping up in Ant's background. You see that?
Yeah, he's the white ghost.
Okay.
Listen, Biden's trying to get rid of ghost guns. I'm trying to get rid of these ghosts, son. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, and let me ask you something. So now, Smoking Joe ain't coming on today?
He is. He's in the street. He's heading home. I just told him don't be rushing.
So what about, that was Joe. That wasn't Mike.
No, that was Smokey that wrote that up.
Because I was telling Mike, make sure his extension cord is tucked away. So he don't get pulled.
So he don't drive over it and shit?
Yeah, where's Mike at?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Let me text him personally.
We started the show already?
Dogs, you know what? I was trying to see if I can get this live on YouTube and Facebook and see if I can get it rocking. I don't know if that's what's going on, but it started once I started doing the restream. It just started going live already. So it's been going live pretty long.
Michael.
Mike.
What's good?
Yeah. We were just talking about the extension cord hanging out the back of your car.
The extension cord hanging out the back of my car.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what y'all talking about.
He was concerned that can your car function going through a deep puddle?
Yes.
Okay. If it shorts out, what happens?
It won't short out.
I won't guarantee.
It turns into a boat. Right?
It transforms into a boat, Mikey.
What happened?
Transforms into a boat?
Yeah.
Okay.
See? Tesla. What's up, Michael?
Not much. What's good?
All right, now that we're here, listen,
Look at my shirt. Wait a minute, hold on. Look at my shirt. Michael. Yeah, man.
It says being a DJ saved me from becoming a porn star. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just letting you know.
So at
You
least,
want me? That's what's up.
I mean, at least a little bit of fame you got is, it's for your face, at least, right?
You heard of Long John, right? I'm Short Joe.
I never heard of Long John.
Yes, you have, nigga, because you never had one. I'm Short Joe.
You Short Joe? Okay.
So what's good, man?
So what's up? Did you see the article that I sent you about the marijuana? Did you get that in? About New York legalizing marijuana?
Hold on. I have it pulled up to prepare to share, so we could try to read it together because it's very difficult for me to read.
Well, you can't read anyway. So.
All right, but don't get all ridiculous, please, okay?
This nigga said it's difficult for me to read.
I swear to God, bro, this nigga he's so long with men alone that he just has to be. Hey, all right, here we go. The finest message, general administrative information. Does that mean like New York's finest message? Is that what that was supposed to say?
I don't know. Listen, I just seen it and I sent it to you. I personally haven't read.
All right, now what I would have appreciated, would you give me a fucking better, resolution of this shit? Because when I zoom into this shit, looks like your face and your teeth all broken up.
You got jokes?
I got jokes. Okay, player.
I said,
all right, so to all Coplands.
It's commands. Let me read it.
To all okay, Mike, read it. I can't. I know Mike's a cop. Go ahead.
It just says effective March 31st.
2021.
Right. The new laws that create sweeping changes in the department. The key changes are individuals who are 21 and older may lawfully possess 3 ounces or less of weed in public place. They could possess up to 5 pounds of weed in their residence. Where's my camera?
That's a lot of bud.
Right? They possess higher amounts of marijuana if prescribed by a doctor. So if a doctor says you fucked up, you can have more than that.
You need more than 5.
Then other people 21 give lawful amounts to other people who are 21 or older. Smoke marijuana anywhere that cigarette smoking is allowed, including sidewalks, front stoops.
Public places.
Nice.
As a result, smoking marijuana in any of these locations is not a basis for as
an approach, stop, summons, arrest, or search. So that means that you can smoke in front of your building if it's permitted, and they can't run up on it. Individuals who are 21 and older may not give marijuana to a child, 20 or anyone under 21, endangering the welfare of a minor or 16 and under. Persons of any age may not. You can't drive under the influence.
No, that's not what it says.
What?
Go ahead, I'm only playing.
You know he can't read, Mike. Fuck is you asking?
Nigga, you stopped that duh.
Shut up, nigga. While you was making license plates, your boys were painting your GED. Shut the fuck up.
Nigga got to THE and say, yo, you take over, Mike. This nigga stupid as hell. Anyway.
So you can't drive under the influence. You can't smoke while you're driving. You can't sell for any money.
To minors. Minors.
No. It doesn't say anything about minors.
Yeah, because he's marijuana stupid.
So you can't
You
sell.
can't sell weed? Oh, they fucking crazy.
You can't sell marijuana for compensation.
Right, you can't sell it for profit. So,
that's right.
Whoa.
If I get it for 25, so are you. So
that's a hit against capitalism, and I don't like it. Yeah.
You can't smoke where cigarettes is not permitted. Nowhere near bars, restaurants, childcare centers, or 100 feet of a school entrance. Places of employment, I don't know how they determine that, or indoor arenas. You can't smoke in New York City parks where no smoking signs are posted. So basically, you do your thing. And that's that.
Let's stop sharing that. Now, this is what New York looks like now. You can barely see the Statue of Liberty.
Light up.
Is New Jersey in the same situation, or it's legal?
Nah, they all fucked up. They getting the contact high.
No, I think Jersey legalized.
Yeah, they have
Jersey legalized, but I don't know their rules. And like I said, when I sent you that paper, I actually just seen it, and I was like, damn, this is a good article to send to you and Ant for next week's show. So now I didn't even get a chance to read it myself. So, but New Jersey definitely got that because they was the first one that did it prior to New York.
Right. Cool.
That's because those motherfuckers figured, let's get these dummies high so they don't know we're taking away all their little rights. Have motherfuckers walking around like straight up victims.
So let me ask you something. I noticed don't use Facebook. What's the problem with Facebook?
Facebook banned me. And I couldn't stream last week. So I was upset. And I'm still upset. And the reason I say don't use Facebook is because Facebook just got hacked. A lot of their members just got hacked, personal information, and they don't even feel it necessary to inform anybody. That's about your bullshit, bro.
So maybe your page got hacked, and that's why they banned you.
What?
Wait, how do you know it got banned? I mean, got hacked?
Because there was an article about it. I was looking through all the stories, and I saw that Facebook had gotten hacked, and they had refused to comment on it and refused to inform any of the people that were hacked. So that's why I'm staying with that Facebook.
None of the people that got hacked can confirm that?
Well, I don't know, because I can confirm that all of a sudden I couldn't get into my Facebook, and I had to change my password, so I got hacked. You know what I'm saying? Now, luckily, I don't have no card. I don't do any purchases off of any of those links of any kind. But if people do that, there's a lot of people who do that. Then those cards and their information has been touched. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, Facebook is a motherfucker. I don't want to get into all that, but I have it like that. If you got a problem with it, my dude.
No, I'm just asking. Anti.
I let you know what it was last week. Didn't I tell you what it was last week?
No.
I had the same background.
Who?
Yeah, but we didn't ask you last week.
Oh, because y'all didn't care. Now all of a sudden you can't. You're a fucking week late. Nigga, she's dead by now. She's dead.
I just noticed that this is the second week in a row. I'm just curious.
Listen. We've got plenty to talk about today. I mean, I have all kinds of stories, news, everything.
I will get to it then.
All right.
Where's Joe at?
Oh, wait a minute. This ain't it.
Joe's on his way to the house. He's trying to get to around late. Where Penny?
Yeah, where's Penny?
Penny didn't want to join today.
Okay,
Penny felt like today was gonna be a hype night, and I don't understand why. You know, because I guess she felt that because we were gonna discuss a little bit of the gun control that Biden was trying to put down today. So she figured it was gonna be hype. It was nothing. It's really nothing, bro. There's nothing that concerns me for real. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with it. I don't like all of it, but it don't concern me.
Okay, but they're trying to ban people from buying the guns, right? I mean, can you tell us? I don't really know what it is.
I'll tell you exactly what he wants. Okay. They said there were 6 actions, but I know of 4 that I wrote down. The first thing was he wants to make 80% lowers, the lowers that you need to still drill the holes and shit. Make sure that they have serial numbers. They want them to be just like regular lowers that you buy, like I buy. I buy a bunch of little lowers and I put them together, but they all have serial numbers, which means every time I go grab one, I have to do my background. So, that's exactly what he wants with that. He wants to make Joe, what up, brother?
What's going on, fellas?
What's going on, bro? I'm ready for everybody today, okay?
Are you ready?
I am ready for everybody. You know what? Before I go further, I wanted to share this because this really was how I was feeling. So when I saw this, I was like, you know what? This is some real pothead shit. This is the dude going to the gym high.
Yeah.
That'd be how it be. I smoke too much. What up, Smokey Smoke?
Is that why you got banned from Facebook?
Huh? That's funny. I don't put those videos up, so I got banned for watching them. What kind of bullshit is that? I'm feeling slighted. This is a personal attack, man. All right, so check it out. We were discussing this Joe Biden, the gun control deal that he talked about today, that he announced today. Basically, 80% lower kids. They want to be registered just like every other gun. Pistol braces, he wants to make them NFA items. Pistol braces, I didn't pull any out. Pistol braces is just a flat piece of something to put on the back of the rifle to help you stabilize it. It helps you shoot the gun a little bit better because it stabilizes you. That's all it is. It doesn't help you aim better. It doesn't help the gun become more accurate like this dickhead was saying. And that's bullshit. Number 3, he wants nationwide red flag laws. Red flag laws are horrible. If anybody thinks that they're good, they're stupid. They say the red flag laws, they should be great. It at least saves one life. Red flag laws have killed already a couple people. So they're not saving lives, they're killing people, bro.
Okay, hold on. Well, when you say red flag laws, you're saying that each state has different laws to be considered a red flag on that person?
No. There's a universal he wants a universal red flag law. What it is each different states have been adopting these red flag laws. And red flag laws mean if a spouse, a neighbor, a fellow employee, your boss, somebody gets into an argument with you, and they call the police and they go, "Yo, I just got into an argument with Ant Man, and I don't think he's gonna like me tomorrow. I think he's gonna have an attitude, and he's got all these guns, and I don't feel safe." So they'll come to my house without a warrant, knock on the door, or kick the door in to try to take all the guns from the house.
No, it's. I think it's you have to threaten him.
No, read better, please. Don't correct me until you read it better. You don't have to threaten. Don't Google it right now. It may be a certain state that has that, but it ain't you have to threaten them. All you have to do is get into an argument with them. and they say they do not feel safe. That's the way red flag law works, buddy. Right? They bring it to a judge without bringing it to you. They start everything and this process of going to you to take the weapons without bringing you to anybody. Go ahead.
So right off the bat, it says it allows family members or law enforcement to petition a court order. So they're not just banging down your door. They have to get a court order.
Right. They are banging down your door because they don't call you. They don't tell you to come appear in front of the judge. How is it? Like, you think that they're knocking on your door and you're expecting it? Yeah, you think if they're knocking, then you don't answer? If you're going to stop knocking and go home? No, they will bang the door down, bro. They're knocking.
They're not just going to, just because me and you got into an argument and you threaten me. You ain't threatening to kill me. You just threaten me. Listen, can somebody else talk? God damn it. Or mute this motherfucker for a minute.
Okay, so the NRA has voiced conditional support, right, for the red flag law, which empower law enforcement or immediate family members to petition a court to temporarily prohibit a person from having guns if they present red flags for violent behavior.
Okay. Does it state you're allowed to go to the court to defend yourself during that time? Or do they do it behind your back, uninforming you until they go to your house to collect the firearms? Michael, if a woman puts a restraining order, they inform you about it. So you can't go to that lady. They do not inform you to go to the hearing. They set all that up, and then they go knocking on the door to collect the weapons. Then you have to get an attorney to go and petition for the court for this case or whatever it is to get your firearms back. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. So Steve runs over somebody. Steve runs over somebody, and I go, yo, that nigga, dogs, you should have ran that motherfucker over. Or I get into argument with somebody, I go, yo, if I was you, I wouldn't drive in front of me. I'd run you over. They're gonna come in my house and take my car? That doesn't happen.
No, but you know what? It's all about how you interpret the law. And I understand what you're saying. And I'm not
because you're sitting there and you're not feeling like if you was the person being encroached upon. So you're acting like you have some type of knowledge or common sense about it, and you don't. If you're having an issue with the law, they inform you about it so that you can get the proper representation to go get to that problem. But when they do the red flags, they do it after. It's not due process. It's go get the guns first and then due process later. That's what that is. And that's not
listen. That's how you interpret the law. And I hear you. But that don't mean that it's going to work that way. Somebody can interpret.
Go look at how people. I'm telling you, go look at the reports of the people.
It's all about interpreting the law.
So I don't remember exactly what state it was, but so a sister called the police because her and her brother got into a political argument, and she felt, well, he has guns, and I think I riled him up. So when they went to the old man's house, and he was like, no, I'm not gonna let you in, they forced their way in and shot him, and he died. So that wasn't no motherfucking, we knock in, and hey, we want to make everything safe. And I'm gonna be like, no, everything is safe. I was mad at her, but why the fuck does that mean I would have had to shoot her?
And that's not gonna happen, man.
It happened already, you fucking dummy.
But there's a lot of things.
All right. And you know what happened to you, right? You know what happened to you, right? No, go ahead, move your lips. I want you to know. Show everybody, because you're not listening. God damn it. Fucking guns, bro. You're going to tell me that didn't happen? That's not going to happen. That has happened more than once. Fucking shit, bro. Y'all niggas is stupid. Y'all just love being fucking sheep.
So you're telling me every occurrence that has happened,
right?
Has there ever been a time where it was just de-escalated?
Mike, I'm sure that they have come to people's houses, and they did it here in Florida. They have already taken thousands and thousands of guns from people. People are in line to try to go to court to try to get their shit back. Look at it here in Florida. We're supposed to be the highest one in these red flag laws. That's not due process. The bottom line is we are supposed to have everything fair for everybody. So you tell me Hunter Biden and his fucking brother's wife hide a gun in the garbage can. He gets a gun. He lies in the ATM on the 4470. He gets the gun, but he gets a pass. It's supposed to be fair for everybody, bro. All we want is due process. That's what everybody wants. You don't want a motherfucker to go to jail without the chance to represent your case. And they take your weapons before you get to represent your case. That is unfair. Now you're running through trying to pay an attorney and get the court fees and everything to get your property back that has been seized unlawfully, bro. Really, unlawfully. It makes people happy because you can take the guns off the street. Yo, bro, you think every single person who has guns is a fucking weirdo? Then you're fucking dumb. You should be thinking everybody who's behind the wheel of a car is a fucking weirdo, and then don't drive the highway no more.
So what's your remedy to that then?
What do you mean the remedy, Mike? We have to start fucking following the laws. Stop giving motherfuckers breaks. All these goddamn appeals. And listen, an appeal is fine, but don't give a recurring convict like this nigga. I'm gonna mute him again because he's a recurring convict.
Still, he just talks. He dominates. What the fuck are you talking about? Mute your goddamn.
That's what I'm saying. Mike said.
Now, listen. This is what I'm saying.
All right, let me tell you what Mike just said.
Okay, go ahead.
So, Mike was like, okay, I'm gonna learn how to do that. I'm gonna learn.
Yeah, because you're not doing that.
I know, because I get passionately angry and fuck everybody.
Yeah, but you gotta stop that. You gotta remember, it's 5 of us on the show. You gotta shut the fuck up and let somebody else talk. And then you gotta listen. Like, you see how you listening now? That's something that you need to work on every goddamn week. Listen. Your turn to talk. Now I'm gonna listen.
Now,
you did good. That was really good.
Mike says to me, what's my remedy? And I say, it's not a real remedy. Listen, you can do these red flag laws. You can even ban all the guns. Fine, that's fine. It's not gonna change the situation. The people who go out in the street to harm people are gonna find a way to do it no matter what. Somebody who wants to harm themselves is gonna find a way to do it no matter what. You can't stop somebody who wants to do something bad by taking the things away from them that you think they can use to harm people. You have to help that person or get that person away from other people from doing harm. So now, you get a dude who's jacked up. First of all, we slow down our mental system, our mental institutions here in America. We've closed a lot of them shit. So mental health is a big issue. We got people that are, and we got all these.
Like OBB, he escaped. Didn't he? OBB escaped from the mental institution, didn't he?
So you got all these kids that are supposedly so worried about school shootings. They're all under pressure. They're all fucked up. You got all these adults that are so sensitive and worried. Everything hurts. So a word, a look, and everything hurts. Everything is painful. So that means that a lot of us are fucked up in the brain. So we have to start bringing back a stronger mental health institution in America and start helping people. Demonize making it look bad. Stop being like, yo, you crazy and all that shit. You know, because you make people not want to go see a psychiatrist or something. Make it more normalized. Start teaching youth gun safety. Not, oh, guns are bad. No, these kids are gonna find the gun. Whether they find it in an alley, whether they find it in a fucking cab, whatever, an Uber, whatever, they will find a gun. Teach them how to be safe. Curiosity kills everybody, bro. I don't show my kids, my grandkids, how to manipulate the guns and then be like, oh, they good, they understand. Nah, kids are kids. They're gonna do crazy shit. But you gotta try to make sure you inform them about something. Like if you tell the kid, you put your hand on the fire, you're gonna get burnt. The little motherfucker might still want to try it, but a smarter kid will be like, you know what? I heard you get burnt, so I ain't even gonna fuck with it. So you strengthen that in the schools. I'm not saying bring guns to school. I'm saying strengthen education about firearms safety.
I think you need to give everybody a gun. That's what you need to do. Everybody needs to carry a gun.
Listen, let's be honest. This Joe Biden is talking about all these 80% lowers, right? Oh, so let me finish off what I was trying to say about the gun, and I can finish my answer for you, Mike. So he wants to do the 80% lowers, serialized, make that like everybody else. Pistol braces, NFA. Pistols are short-barreled ARs or whatever without the buttstock. You put a plastic piece in the back and kind of looks like a buttstock, but it's just a stabilizer. And he wants to make that an NFA, which would mean every gun that has one of those is $200. Plus, you have to register with the NFA, and which means that if anytime they feel like it, they can come to your house, come inside with no warrant to come and see how you store everything. They don't do it one time. They can do it as many times as they want. Then he wants to eliminate the immunity that gun manufacturers have. As far as like Toyota makes all these damn little mini pickup trucks. All these Mexicans love it. So the cartel buys 600,000 of those bitches. And they start drug running and fucking muling all these people back and forth from the border. Cops go and arrest them. They turn around and they sue Toyota because they driving Toyota cars. That's basically what it is. So if somebody buys a Ruger and goes and shoots somebody or does a mass shooting, they want to be able to sue Ruger personally, and that's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Let me tell you, that's ridiculous. You know what? I know somebody. Let me tell you something. Somebody was locked up for that. They was locked up. And what it was a lot of people ODing on drugs, and because when they caught the guy, he just happened to have that particular stamp on that particular drug. They tried to charge him with the body. Like they say he's the cause of them dying, which was crazy.
They quit doing that down here in Florida because people were reluctant to call in drug overdoses, afraid that their supplier or dealer was going to get busted for a homicide.
Okay.
So
Quit cutting that shit with that fentanyl shit and things would be all right. But
you want to know something, Mike? You asked me what would be my remedy, and I'm going to be honest about this. I don't like the background checks and all that, but because I got slowed down maybe a couple times. But to be honest, that can be not. It doesn't do it all the time because the last couple guys that just did mass shootings got their guns with background checks. They had the dude in Colorado had his background check. The Muslim had his background check. He was serious. Some of these dudes they get background checks. But the thing is, when someone gets delayed or denied is really what it is. When someone gets denied, the ATF's supposed to send an agent out to go interview that person. Because you want to find out if this person knowingly was trying to falsify information on the 4470. You know what I'm saying? And they don't do that. So it's a pain in the ass, and I wouldn't like all that shit. And I'm sure the couple times that I did get delayed, that would have upset me having them come into me and interview me. But that might have caught certain people. You see what I'm saying? Slow certain people out from having a firearm like that. You want to stop mass shootings?
How do you feel about everybody being armed?
I like it. I love it.
What about you, Mike?
I mean, it's not my preference, but I don't care.
What about you, OB?
No, thank you.
You rather have a knife, huh? What about you, Joe?
I'd rather have a knife. That's the Mexican in me, man.
my thing is this.
But I do have a knife.
Listen, somebody said this a long time ago. It was less people getting killed back in the days, in the Western day, because they knew everybody had guns. My thing is like this. If you know that damn near everybody around you has a gun, you're going to think twice about doing some dumb shit because you know out of the dumb of a dime, you can get popped. It's almost like the guy that actually went to the movie theater. You remember it was the Batman dude? The Batman, and he had the Joker face, and he killed all them people. Listen, if everybody was on, he wouldn't have got that far. Because as soon as I start shooting, everybody would have pulled out their gun. They would have seen where that. And don't get me wrong, everybody needs to go, to the fire like Ant. When I seen you go to the firing squad, I commend you because you got a lot of idiots running around here that don't even, like I seen where people pull out the gun and they trying to shoot it sideways like they in the movies or something like that. Like they don't even have a fucking clue on how to use a gun. So now I mean, like, don't get me wrong, with having access to the guns comes responsibility. Like you should go to school. You should go to the firing squad. There's certain requirements that you should have to go through in order for you to keep the gun. But everybody should be armed. And the bad thing about it is that a lot of convicted felons just can't get armed.
All right, hold on. I like the sentiment of what you were saying. Because basically, really, a lot of the people who carry and are into guns and stuff, they believe that sentiment somewhat. The problem is, they do not offer any kind of classes for betterment, better education of firearms for free. You see what I'm saying? So that leaves a certain class of people unavailable to receive that schooling. You know what I'm saying? So you're saying it should have to be a requirement. Well, if we have to make it a requirement, we need it. We need the government, our government, which is requesting this, to give free classes everywhere. So that way people can be educated and learn more. So you want to get people from the firing squad, which is really the firing range. I don't ever want to be in front of the firing squad because it's the firing range. So
it's the firing range, yeah. That's what I meant.
I know, I got you. So
it's almost like the driver's license. You know how you go get your learner's permit, then you got to take the driving test.
The problem is, that's the same thing you do when you do a concealed carry permit. So now, when you want to carry your gun, you want to walk the streets with your gun legally, you have to go get a concealed carry in certain states. Certain states have constitutional carry. Constitutional carry means it's your goddamn constitutional right. You don't need a special permit. But if you are a prohibited person and a felon who doesn't have his rights back, you still cannot carry, okay? So now, to get my concealed weapon, I had to go through a 4-hour class, which was way harder than the DMV, because the DMV is only a quick little 15-minute drive. Am I right or am I wrong?
What you mean, like to take the license, to get the license?
To get your driver's license with the DMV, how long does it take?
As quick as they take you around the block and do the stupid shit that they ask you for. About 15 minutes, you're right.
So let's just say if there was nobody in front of you and you didn't have to wait in line, the whole process could probably take you 45 minutes?
Then you also got the 5-hour class that is required by law before you can even take your driving test.
Is that everybody getting a license?
Listen, no, I only can speak on New York, where I'm from. Now, New York, you take the permit, and then after that, you gotta take the 5-hour class before you can even sign up for the driving test.
Okay, so they didn't do that to me in Florida. Florida, the only time I got a 5-hour class is when I had a moving infraction. You know what I'm saying? So my kid was high, so they put me in the 5-hour class, and I was with some wild motherfuckers. But so I have to go take. You have to go take a 4-hour class. You go out there. You got to take this. It's a whole learning, educational thing about the firearms, your responsibilities, what you are to know. You got to know your rights. You can't use lack of knowledge of the law as an excuse.
That's right. You never can.
So, yeah, but they have to push that into everybody because people always try to use, oh, I didn't know. That's bullshit. You didn't know, then your ass is stupid. You need to educate yourself, and that's what the class drills into you. So after that class, I could have just got my little gun and then carried my gun and just be like, yo, I'm good. Throw my gun in the safe. Throw my gun in the drawer, whatever the fuck it is. But I chose to do other things. I chose to go and do shooting competitions. I practice. I do a lot of learning all these guns, and I want to learn about everything. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. I got curious. So I wanted to learn about bullets. I wanted to learn about everything. So I got into all that. So safety and all that for me is a big key. But I want to do all that. I don't have the problem spending the money to educate myself.
Okay. Listen, enough about them fucking guns. Let's go to the next topic because I don't got a gun. I can't have a gun.
That's why you don't like them. You're a bitch. You can't have them like a bitch.
I can't have a gun. No, I
right.
can't have a gun because I'm a convicted felon.
All right, because you're a bitch. That's all. But that's all good. All right. So,
theoretically, I'm not supposed to have one because.
All right, well, don't be incriminating yourself. Listen, Vato Loco, aguanta esto. La primera vive.
Oh my God.
Because I grow.
All right, that's what I'm saying. I got you, but hold that down. Because you see white sis over here.
Go pack my fucking line, though.
Oh, don't tell them, bro. You don't see me showing nothing. I got nothing.
Mike, when you get
I got jokes.
Yeah, you got jokes, Joe. But listen,
What happened?
hey, Mike, you pretty good with the research. Find out how long does it take for a convicted felon to actually be able to petition to get all his rights back. The main one being carrying, I'm trying to obtain a gun legally.
You could do that now.
Just listen. Just for the record, you get 15 years mandatory minimum for possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and that's a Fed charge. It's not the states. The states don't give. The feds don't care.
You want it in New York or just in general?
Well, in New York, you can't. I don't even give a fuck if you've never been convicted. You can't even get a gun in New York City. That shit is hard to do. But I'm just saying, not in New York, but anywhere else. What are the requirements and how long does it take? Like say Florida, somewhere where you can have a gun.
All right. So in New York, you are barred.
For life.
You are barred for any violent felonies or Class A1 felonies. I don't know what you have, but you can never get one. You're barred, period.
Okay. So now what about another state?
Another state like New York? I mean, like Florida?
Yeah, like Florida.
Let's see, Florida.
There you go, BB.
You can have you can get it restored by the state clemency board. Or this is how crazy Florida is. Or if you have an antique firearm.
Yeah, you can go. No, but that's even in New York. My black powder gun, the one with the balls, the black powder shit, you can carry that legally because it's not a firearm.
And in Florida, you can petition for the restoration or get a pardon by the Florida Office of Executive Clemency. So I don't know how long. It doesn't state how long, but you can do it.
Oh,
so listen, right now, this Easter, one of Penny's family, he's a convicted felon, violent crimes. And I go to him, I go, hey, I heard you bought a 44 black powder old Navy revolver. He said, yeah, keep it in the car. I said, oh yeah. He said, yeah, that's the only thing I can carry. I can't carry a weapon, but I can carry that because it's considered an antique.
So you got the black powder and the ball.
This is what the problem is. And this is the reason why I think they make it illegal. And I think when they wrote legal, they were laughing. Okay, go check this out. When you load those 6 revolvers, there's 6 holes. You only load 5 because you don't never want to have the hammer rest on one of those shits. You die. So you have to load 5, and then you have to put the caps on. But the caps can fall off, or they can get loose. So when you cock back the hammer, you're supposed to get tight caps for the nipples. And when you cock it, you're supposed to bring it up, cock it, and then fire. And then to fire again, you have to bring it back up to cock it because theoretically the cap is supposed to fall off. But what happens is they go inside and they jam on the cylinder. So My suggestion is if you ever walked around with a black powder gun, in the 15 minutes it takes for the smoke to clear, just be gone after you bust a shot. Because it takes 15 minutes for all the smoke to clear after you bust one of them shits. I bring mine to the range every once in a while. I have a fucking great time. But I have to wait 5 minutes to see if I hit anything or not. Because so much smoke comes out. It's fun. But you can't see shit for a while.
Okay, next topic.
So 2 years if you're non-violent. In Florida, 10 years if you're violent. Before you can apply.
Thank you, Mike. I'm not applying. Then I got to worry about me.
You know what? Him and Steve are on the same thing. They've lubricated their butt cheeks. They're not giving up no resistance.
No, it's not that. It's that I don't try to put myself in a position really.
Yo, you think that when something comes at you, you think it's because you put yourself in the position, or because some shit just might come at you? I mean, you think I carry because I put myself in position? Is that what you think?
No.
Right, so the whole purpose I carry is in case something happens, so I don't have to get put into a position.
Well, that's why I got a car.
Okay. Hey, whatever works for you, cause if it works for you, and if it doesn't, I'll be very upset.
The car serves as multiple purposes. I can get away, or I can run that ass over. It's my choice.
So let me ask you: when you do Uber, you got a plexiglass between you and the person behind you?
Ever since this shit happened, the pandemic started, I haven't done Uber.
Are you planning on going back?
You know what? I keep my license, up to par because I always want to be able to be in a position to make money. Because you never know what's going to come down the pipeline. So now anything can happen at any given time. I want to be able to just get in my car and go make some money.
Okay. All right. Uber, even if you like to carry, you can't carry Uber because they don't.
I'm pretty much sure you got a lot of New York cab drivers that actually carry. Cab drivers, Ubers, niggas that don't even have license, all that shit. I mean, listen, everybody around this motherfucker is gonna carry somehow, some way, if they're possible. And don't get me wrong, I've been out 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning, man, driving. I don't worry about that. You know what? I don't worry about it. I mean, don't get me wrong. Certain people get in the car, I might feel kind of like, let me hurry up and get this nigga out the car. Let me hurry up and get to the destination. But most of the people that get in the Uber cars, man, you take them to where they got to go, man, and they peaceful.
That's because you got that close counter combat training. You probably carry a shiv too.
No, I run. I get out the car.
Hey, Chubb. Would you be boofing the shank while you running around in Uber just in case?
You see, when you talk like that to me, that just lets me know that I gotta keep my jokes handy for your shot. If I could boost a nice nigga, then you could boost a machete, nigga, with that fat ass.
I can't move a damn thing.
If I boost a little ass knife, nigga, you got a machete stuck up your ass. Easy.
My PTSD's gonna kick in a minute.
Chubb comes out. Chubb is like, I booped a little ass knife. I just booped a little old knife right here. That ain't nothing. Lie, you booping a whole machete, yo.
That nigga got a machete. Yo, cuz that ain't nothing. Look what I boofed. Pull out the guy's motherfucking chainsaw.
That's the type of nigga that come into prison and be like, nah, nigga, look what I got. Oh, shit, cuz. Now I wiped it off. We can play now. You know what I'm saying?
So what you got to say about DMX?
Yo, I'm praying for him, yo. All prayers to DMX, cuz. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, prayers to DMX. Because he was gonna quit the dope though. We gotta quit sometime.
Hey Joe, start that again because somebody else was talking.
Oh yeah. Prayers to DMX. Hope he comes out of it, and hope he gets it together where he needs to quit, man. The dope's not the same. And
he had a heart attack.
Yeah, but still, he was still on dope still.
I mean, drugs, you smoking pot right now. You smoking and taking baths. And you over there talking about, guys, he's not tripping himself out.
Out. You know, he's known to wild it out and hitting the meth and stuff like that, you know?
He was doing life. He was doing him. You know what I'm saying? Listen.
I get it, but, today's dope's not the same no more either, man. You get this shit and...
Was the heart attack caused by him doing coke?
Well, that's the way they made it seem. They said he OD'd, and the OD caused him to have a heart attack.
Okay, so he deserved it then. Okay.
No, you can't, Mike.
Right.
Wait
a minute. If you're taking drugs, this is what I'm saying about you potheads. And you fucking dudes that did drugs back in the day. If you're doing harm to yourself and your body cannot handle it, that's your fault. That's nobody else's fault but yours.
You know what? Hold on. I agree with that. If a motherfucker run up on you with a bat and you ain't carrying your gun and you ain't shooting him fucking dead, that's your motherfucking fault. Right? You want to walk around all acting like everything is sweet peaches and cream, act like, I got my motherfucking condoms in my pocket. I'm safe. Don't worry.
You got to remember, certain drugs are addictive. Once you get addicted, it don't become a thing where I actually just put the drug in my body to do harm to myself. Wait a minute. To do harm to myself. You
ever use coke?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Hell no.
All right, smoking, you ever use coke?
But I sell the shit out of it.
I know you would. Shut up. No, I need to ask somebody who knows. Stevie, you ever did coke?
Today?
Nah, yeah. This morning. Now listen. We all have a good time with Steve, right? He's a good nigga, right? But now he ass overdosed in the morning. Are we gonna be like, fuck him? Fuck him! He had a little privilege, bro.
I sold a lot of drugs. And I seen what it women. Hold on, man.
You gotta say that.
Because that's the truth.
But you ain't got convicted.
Listen. I got convicted for it. So you can't.
Okay, guys.
I sold a lot of drugs.
I thought you pleaded innocent. My bad.
No, I pleaded guilty.
I thought he pled not guilty. I swear to God, I thought he pled not guilty. So I thought you were taking that charge angrily. Like, this is unfair. It wasn't me. How you over here talking about, I did it.
You remember I jumped on the run? I knew I was guilty.
Well, you lied to us. You was like, this
I didn't lie to you. I just told you I wasn't 30 years guilty.
Oh, that's what it was. Right.
There's a difference.
That's true.
Remember, I was guilty, but I wasn't 30 years guilty.
Nah, you're right. You're right about that.
He was 30 days guilty.
Yeah, he was about 2 or 4 weeks.
I was taking 30 minutes. Like,
30 minutes
I'm fucking scared straight. But listen. See, you made me forget what the fuck I was talking about, man.
No, listen. My opinion is, if you're doing shit to harm yourself, whether you're feeling like you're gonna get high, whatever, your body cannot handle that shit, yo.
The body ain't telling us like, don't do it tonight.
Yeah.
Mike, that addiction, whether it be dope. Now, I've seen dope fiends and I've seen crackheads.
Did you make people into those?
No, I'm not going to say that I made them, but I helped. I was part of the problem.
You enabled them.
I enabled them, no doubt. Hold on. Go ahead, Mike.
No, go ahead.
The thing about it is that I've seen people, man, get high and destroy their lives. And it's one thing to say that I did it to myself, but the addiction to the drugs and how it overtakes that person's way of thinking, it's sickness.
I don't look at it like that, but I get where you're coming from with that. You're coming from an empathetical area. I've been there too, and I seen some really fucked up shit. And no, I don't feel that same way. Okay.
I know of people that are in our room right now that chatted that have told me stories where pregnant women have come up to them and wanted a hit and they needed it, and he knew better not to sell it to them, but he did anyway because he, it was a money thing, because he thought of it the same way most Americans think, or if not people, they think, well, she's gonna get it regardless if I sell it to her or not. Might as well be me making that money. So
well, listen, hold on. I'm gonna admit it was me, and I was trying to get an early customer.
You saying you was pregnant?
I was trying to get Shorty like from the door, you know what I'm saying? So I could lock that shit in, you know what I'm saying? Before he even calls me Poppy, because his little ass is calling me Poppy. I don't care what that.
You know what's so crazy?
Calling me Poppy.
One time I was selling heroin in Atlantic City, and what happened was this kid used to go to the casinos, and he used to boost mad shit, and it was a Gucci store that he used to boost a lot of shit out of. And I used to buy some of the shit that he had, and I was like, damn, this little kid be up on a lot of shit. And then one time he came on the block and he was sick. When you shoot or slip dope, you gotta have it every day, because if you don't have it, you sick. You can't even function because it takes over your body. And when he came on the street talking about he was sick and he wanted a bag of dope, I looked at him in a different light. Well, you know what? I didn't want to sell him. I didn't want to give him no more. I didn't want to give him shit, because it fucked me up to see a kid actually strung out on dope like that. Like he had hold on. He didn't have no control over
and he was in pain.
He was a kid and he was in pain. That's right.
And he
had to function. And it was sad.
And you denied him while he was in pain?
Say that again?
You denied him while he was in pain.
He cursed me out. He's like, fuck you. I ain't giving you shit else. Yeah. You wasn't saying all that shit when you were buying on fuck you. You need to get off the block. And he
was like, you wasn't saying that. Give me my work.
He was saying when I was telling you all that Gucci shit, you wasn't doing. He was taking it. It's like no. But you know what? It made me actually. Like I felt now that I'm older and I see things different. Yeah, I was fucked up, man.
I got a question for you. What difference do you think that made within all the shit that you did, hustling? What difference did it make that you denied that one kid because he looked fucked up to you and you felt bad? What difference did it make?
Well, see, when you see how Mike's mentality is, that if they don't get it from me, they'll get it from somebody else. I had that mentality. Don't get me wrong. I was on that type of time. But that was the wrong mentality to have. Because everybody thinks like that, it makes it fucked up.
What I'm asking you.
But what I'm saying is that we shouldn't have that mentality.
All right. So now this is what your answer should have been.
Yeah, that's good.
What difference was the way how you saw the game? See what I'm saying? Because I'm asking you, what do you think was what made a difference with that? And I think what made the difference was that you was able to step back from yourself and look at this shit and think a little bit differently. You understand what I'm saying?
You know what? When I first got into the drug game, I always seen older people using drugs. Not much older, but my age and older. To see somebody younger, and at the time, me having a child, just to see somebody that young really fucked me up mentally, because I was like, oh shit, like, but I'm out here getting money, so it didn't affect me for so long because I kept hustling and I kept selling drugs, but I just didn't sell to his ass after he cursed me the fuck out in the middle of the street. But I mean, it was sad, man, because, I could have told him no, but he went up the block and got it from whoever.
Nah, he either froze, you guys froze, or I froze. I think I froze. Are you still going?
You froze because your fucking camera's from Five Below, nigga. That's what the fuck you did. That's why you froze. Look, this nigga froze. Now he can't use it, which is really good. Oh, he's back. Fuck.
Damn it, we're back. My internet is unstable. I don't know fucking why. Piece of shit.
But you know what? That DMX shit, you know.
That's your.
I mean, listen, you know, like even they said that it was an article about Demi Lovato. What's her name? Lovato. She was strung out on some type of drugs and some shit. And like I said, now here you got people with all this goddamn money, man. Them drugs get in your system, man, and it really fucks up your way of thinking, the way you act, the way you walk, you know, everything. And we just ain't been subject to that.
I mean, no, it's a powerful addiction. I do agree with that. But what I'm saying is at some point, listen, in everyone's life, there's a fork in the road. You do the right shit or you do the wrong shit. Or you go up the middle and say, you know what, fuck it. Let's just take a chance.
Okay. So this is what I think. I'd like for him to pull through. Maybe this will be that moment for him.
Yeah. You know what? Because people go ahead. You know what? The people who get on drugs get to the point where they have to. Because don't get me wrong. I remember one time I seen the dope fiend, and he used to buy all the time. Yo, like 10 years later, I seen him again. He got his act together. He was clean. You know, he was going to church. He was helping other people get off drugs too. Now, it takes a certain caliber of a person to be able to do that after being strung out for so long.
Yeah.
Not too many people are strong-minded like that. And you know what? And DMX or Demi Lovato or like back in the day when Richard Pryor was talking about, he was smoking crack. Remember, he was locked up in a room and he caught on fire, and you know, all these different, you know, you got Whitney Houston, and these are people with a lot of money and famous. So now go to the people who don't got money, who don't have all these things, and they just as strung out as the people who's got the money. This shit is crazy.
Now, on all seriousness, I hope he pulls through, but at some point, his enablers or whoever's around him has to be like, yo, enough is enough, man.
Yeah, enough is enough.
Enough's enough.
But you know what? That's almost like the mentality of like, if you don't get it from me, you don't get it from somebody else.
I agree. But I'm sure he doesn't go and go cop that shit himself. He got a nigga that go do it for him.
But I'm saying, not every time are you gonna find that nigga that's gonna do it for him.
No, I understand. I understand, but then, like I said, you know, it's the people around him. You know. You know what they say his net worth is? How much?
Mike, pull it up, Mike. Let me see if I'm right about this. DMX.
I don't know. He lost a lot of money.
Listen, they said DMX net worth is minus $1 million.
Oh,
yeah.
Ain't that crazy?
Minus.
It's minus, right? He's in the hole.
That's right.
And at his highest, oh shit. At his highest, he was worth, shit, it says 10 million though, but it said minus 10. So I guess he filed for bankruptcy.
What that means is that he got fronted cocaine and heroin for all his money. So the minute his money came in, it went.
That drives me crazy.
You know what? Let me tell you something. That's why out of all the years, now let me tell you something. I've sold crack and I sold dope. Now, weed I've never seen people with weed like actually go to that extreme where they selling their bodies. And no, it was one girl that used to just, but all she wanted to do was fuck anyway. So she used to just fuck for some and just smoke and get high. As long as you smoke with her, you probably can fuck her. But
so that's what you were doing with her?
No, I'm just telling you what they told me.
That was his first.
It was a rumor.
He's right there.
First love of my life.
First love of my life, no.
I never hit and smoke.
I miss her.
I love this so much.
But I do miss her.
That's what they told me, but
listen,
you know, I do miss her though.
Hold on.
I never did it personally, but I do miss her.
Yeah. Listen, I'm sure, mostly every motherfucker who was smoking weed knows one girl that had that reputation that was like, yo, I'm trying to smoke with her. I'm bringing everything.
But I'm saying, but think about it. When you think about like when you look at all the other drugs and the people taking, like I've heard about meth. I've heard about the ecstasy and pills and stuff like that. People don't go through that shit with weed. It's very rare that somebody's gonna go out there and say, damn, I need weed. I need weed. I'm gonna go stick somebody up, I'm gonna rob somebody, or I'm gonna sell my ass, or I'm gonna do something crazy just to get a bag of weed. Like you barely hear that.
I have thoughts of that before I moved up here. You know, I've been in that situation.
Well, when you sold your ass for some weed?
That's a big one, bro.
Joe, that's usually for air, but I had to take advantage of that. I got jokes.
So let me ask you a question. This will be it for me, but this is my question. So, Chubb, you said you sold heroin, you sold dope, you sold weed also, right?
Let me think. I sold weed, but that was a long time ago, and I ain't really. I was never really into it like that.
Which one was the most profitable?
Heroin.
The crack. You know what? When I started selling crack, I was in the beginning. It spread like wildfire. That shit, you couldn't keep it. Now I sold heroin. Right, and what it is, heroin is more money because the people need it in the morning. You understand? Like, so the customers is consistent. But when that crack hit, man, yo, it seems like you just couldn't keep it, man. Everybody, because if people was sniffing coke, which was just a leisure, then they started smoking crack. Once they take that first hit, oh man, them niggas was going crazy, and they'll smoke all day. Where a heroin addict could just get, all he needs is maybe one bag or maybe two bags just to function for the day, and then he was good, and then he might need that hit tomorrow morning. A crackhead, once he takes that hit, he chasing that hit all goddamn day until he just sold his ass.
All right, hold on. Let me ask you a question. What made it so lucrative? Was it the eagerness and willingness for them to go out and constantly replenish to get a new rock? Because I felt the same thing with other people.
You know what? Because listen, you figure like on the average you selling, in New York City they be selling like $5 bottles, $10 bottles. You know how easy it is to get $5? I remember a nigga buying a $5 bottle and this nigga had almost pennies, or like maybe $2 in pennies. And it's sad because it was so accessible and it was so easy to get. So people kept that high going. And once they got that first high, it was good coke, they chasing it all day long. Where Dolphin, he would just chase that morning hit and maybe another hit later on in the day just to function, and then that'd be the end of the day. A crackhead go 24 hours straight just smoking.
What was the worst besides that kid? What was the worst person that made you not want to ever sell to them again?
I had a dope fiend working for me, right? What he was a runner. And what he did was he'd come out in the morning and he'll take my drugs and he'll sell it to everybody who, I keep an eye on him. He'll keep the drugs on him and he'll sell it, right? And then, not only would he get his bags, he was making money. So that was his job. He was hustling. And then there's been a couple of times he ran off with the work that I gave him. And then it made no sense to me because you selling the drugs, you're getting high, and I'm paying you. So I was like saying, so then that's what made me realize the depth of how these people are getting high and how they choosing to live their life. He came back on the block. He was like, after he ran off on my shit and I didn't see him for a couple of days, he came back up on the block, told me he's sick, and I give him a bag and put him back to work.
No, my bad. I fucked up.
Yeah, no, he was trying to apologize or something like that. I'm like, yo. So So basically, I told him to get the fuck off the block. I told him, don't come on this block until you get my money. This nigga came back in about 2 hours. And I told him, I said, yo, didn't I tell you not to come back on the fucking block? And I went in his pockets. I went in his pocket and this nigga punched me in my face.
Cause you like 3'2"? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I try to beat this nigga. Let me tell you the crazy shit. So as I'm whipping his ass, they raid the block. Fucking town for it just come out. So I didn't even know what the fuck was going on. All I know is that I'm trying to kill this nigga in the middle of the street, and the cops raid the block. I'll never forget that. That was in Atlantic City.
That's emotional.
All right, people.
Next topic, last topic, or is that our time?
I mean, we are over already.
Okay, a 5-minute topic. Come on, let's go. That was quick.
But all right, let's talk about the $4.3 billion tax hike for New York. Are you gonna feel that?
Yo, you know what? I was thinking about this today when I was at work. In all reality, I don't give a shit about nothing when it comes to the law, the city, the government. I don't give a fuck what they do. They could turn this motherfucking country upside down. It don't bother me because I'm living my motherfucking life to the best of my ability. You understand? That's where I'm at. Like, I'm living the now. I don't give a shit about...
No, so this is exactly what's wrong. Because remember we talked about it earlier about if they're not going to get it from you, they'll get it from somebody else. That's the same attitude
I agree.
that you have. And that's the problem, not only in America, but that's mostly the problem with Hispanics or colored people or minorities, because we're all looking for ourselves and not looking out for each other.
No, but Mike, what you fail to realize is that my life has took a drastic turn.
Of course,
and right now, and because of the drastic turn, and I see how the country is really ran from a different side.
Right.
I really don't. I'm at a point where I don't give a shit if you're a Republican, a Democrat, an Independent. You motherfucking what's his name? Yeezy. I don't give a shit.
Damn.
Like I can't vote. I can't carry a gun. But yet you taxing the shit out of me. You making me go to work. Like at the end of the day, I don't give a shit what these people do.
So what you just said, all that is true, right? And it's true. It doesn't make a difference what side of the political aisle you're on. The problem is, wouldn't you like to be working and earning all of your money? Getting all the money. I'm just saying, no, I'm not asking you. Don't ask me to get upset.
Listen, I agree. Well, let me answer.
What I'm saying is, so the first thing you were speaking about earlier was, yo, how do I get my rights back so that I can arm myself or whatever? But it wasn't like, oh, let me get my rights back so I can vote. This thing about voting, they need to change that. The minute you guys are on parole or off, you guys should be able to vote. You're coming back into society. You're coming back to society. You should be able to get everything back. If they feel you're safe enough to come home, you should get every fucking thing back. You've done your part. You paid your debt. Okay. So now the problem is, I'm not out there fighting. You're not out there fighting, and we sit back like Mike said. We start thinking, well, fuck it, they're taxing us, but I'm going to do what I got to do to make me as happy as I can. The problem is they keep on taking more and more. So our little nest eggs that we're trying to stack as we're living our best lives is being chewed away and eroded. You know what I'm saying? So the money that listen, the money we're putting in our pillows, they're making that less valuable. So we're losing without knowing we're losing. Like you were talking about the last time we were talking about stocks. They don't let us make money. Only the big people make money. The little guy don't make money. They don't let us make money. They're doing everything in that manner. So I'm not saying for you to be upset. I'm just saying when you think, oh, fuck it, it just gives them a pass and it makes them feel like they can continue to do it. And everybody does.
But listen, I understand how we can see it that way. I'm just telling you how I choose to see it because of what I've been through.
I just think
don't give a fuck because you know what? You know what? The fucking government is a joke, man. If you Republicans, you don't like the Democrats. It's like the Bloods and the Crips. It's like what gang are you part of?
I ain't gonna meet nobody. See, the problem is
if you're the other gang, I don't like you.
See, that's the problem. That's how I think. That's how people are thinking. I don't think like that, bro. I don't think like that. My brother's a Democrat. I'm a Democrat. Just because I see things differently don't mean I got beef with them. I don't have that thought, bro.
I understand you don't have that thought, but you ain't been locked up 17 years and had everything taken away from you. See, so now when you have
but the problem is they're trying to do it out here.
Listen, when they take they try to do
everything out
here.
I don't want to wait that long.
You say they trying to do it out here.
They trying to do it out here.
They did it to me. They took everything.
I don't want to that position, so I'm prepared to complain. I'm gonna drag my feet. I'm gonna do all that while they're trying to change things. I'm gonna fight the whole shit. So what I'm saying is, you're saying, "Oh, I was through that." I don't want to go through that. I don't want to. I want to fight as I can go through it.
Don't sell no drugs. That's all you got to do.
I don't do that. I don't do that.
See, what you fail to realize is that a lot of people take a lot of things for granted. You don't understand what you actually have in your life until it's taken away from you completely.
Bro, why do you think I'm not in the position to have to take it?
Mike, do me a favor. Mute that motherfucker for a second.
I want to show you something. Shut up.
Okay, go ahead.
Y'all see this? You see this?
Go ahead. Yeah, we can see it. Play it.
Go ahead, play it.
Raise the volume.
I believe that in my heart. But I think our system is set up for our politicians, whether they're Republicans or Democrats, are designed to make us not like each other so they can keep their grasp of money and power. They divide and conquer. I truly believe in my heart most white people and black people are awesome people, but we're so stupid following our politicians, whether they are Republicans or Democrats.
That's right.
Their only job is, hey, let's make these people not like each other. We don't live in their neighborhoods. We all got money. Let's make the whites and blacks not like each other. Let's make rich people and poor people not like each other. Let's scramble the middle class. I truly believe that in my heart. Shared that news, how painful it was. Yeah, but the one thing I took out of the piece was, man, I think most white people and black people are great people. I really believe that in my heart. But I think our system is set up for our politicians, whether they're Republicans or Democrats.
So that's what Charles Barkley had to say a couple of days ago. I mean, it's 100% true. That's how I look at things. I don't argue over people over race because my brother and I grew up in the projects, went to a Catholic school with Irish and Italian people. We lived in the projects with Black and Hispanic people. I honestly didn't know what race was until I left New York, to be honest with you. I didn't know, saying the word nigger was a bad thing until someone exposed it to me. And I was like, wait a minute, that's my nigga. I can't, what are you saying? I can't say that? No, it's offensive. I was like, to who? To black people. Why is it offensive? One of my best friends is black, and nigga this, nigga that, what's good, nigga? It's not, I mean, I try not to say it in front of strangers, obviously, but I'll say it to my friends all day long. I say it to my kids. For me, it's a term of endearment. We grew up saying, oh, that's my nigga right there. That nigga right there said this, and that, and that's how we grew up. I'm not changing how I talk or how I express myself because it's wrong, but I do respect other people's, their outlook, I guess, of how they see things, which is, to me, I kind of rebel against that because I don't want to change who I am and what my thoughts are, but at the same time, I have to respect other people's feelings. I don't go around calling people Jewish people kites. I don't say, I mean, me and Aunt got a Jewish, Diane is Jewish. That's our girl. We don't, it's not, I don't look at her as a Jewish person. She's just a person.
She got good credit.
You know what the problem is? You want to know what the problem is? This is what I believe.
Excellent.
I believe that it's a personal preference if you want to get offended by words. You know, my boss, he's white, and he'll come up to me and be like, "Yo, what are you doing, you crazy ass bitch?" And I don't be like, "Oh, my nipples are hurt." I'm like, me, I don't feel like that. I feel like, "Yo, fuck you, cracker nigga. I gotta do what I gotta do." And it ain't like I'm demeaning him. It's fucking. Those are words, and we don't give the words respect enough to make them make us feel bad or not. You see what I'm saying? Now I may not go up to a stranger only because it ain't that I'm hiding the fact that I say those words, because I say nigga in front of all kinds of niggas. And I've had Steven with me, and I'm pretty sure Steven has gone home with many a shit stains. Okay? Shit stain after shit stain after shit stain. Because we was in a crowd full of niggas, and I was like, "Yo, Steve, look at all these niggas up in here, cuz. Look at all these niggas. You the only crack up in here, Steve." And this nigga, he's sweating just like that. Oh my God. Hello, gentlemen. How are you guys? I'm available to blow everyone. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo. I may not speak to someone because I don't take them.
Joe's dying, yo. Joe's dying.
Joe.
Now, you see, now you care about Joe. You ain't going to be like, "Well, fuck him. That fat motherfucker was smoking."
I will say this, and I will admit, I will admit this. When you, let's say, when I'm around, I don't know how you guys feel, but my personal experience is when I'm around people who are, you know, lawyers, doctors, yeah, I act right. But the minute that I see them slip a little bit, then the true nature of me comes out. So they'll say, you know, I've had attorneys say, "Oh, look at the rack on that bitch over there." I'll go, "You know what? I'm gonna be myself now." He may be acting so he thinks because I act like that, but I'm gonna be true to my colors and say, "Yeah, dude, that bitch got big titties, yo. That's what's up."
Now you see, because of your personal experiences in your life, that's the way you are. My personal experience is, as soon as I walk in the office, I'm on some, "Yo, my nigga, what's up?" I'm on that type of time off the rip. I'm letting them know this is who the fuck I am, because I know what it's like to have that taken away from you. You see, and because you, and don't get me wrong, I'm not proud of the time that I did, but when you experience life differently, in the form that I did, now I go through life and I'm always going to be me. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to hide it. Because I know that at any given time, that shit could be taken away from you. And those are the little things that we as people, everybody, take for granted. If a white man comes up to me and says, "Yo, what's up, my nigga?" I'm not going to get offended by that. If he says, "Nigga, pick that cotton," then that's a little different. You know, I'm gonna take that a little bit.
Wait. What if it's a Muslim dude and he's trying to just be cool and he goes, "Hello, nigger"?
But you know, I'm just saying it. Listen, it depends on how I choose to receive it.
Exactly.
And who's delivering it. Like you said, listen, you could sit here and you could say, "Yo, fuck you, suck my dick," and all like that, and I could laugh because I have the choice to receive that the way I want to receive it. That's why when you get mad and you say, "Suck my dick," I know you mad, and I just put fuel on the fire with me, because then I really go at you.
That's why I got you. Player.
That's why you be muting me. I understand that, but you know what? At the end of the day, it's how I choose to receive it. And see, and like I said, my life experiences taught me that the little shit that gets taken away from you that you just don't understand, that you take for granted, when that shit gets taken away from you, then you're gonna see life different. That's Chuck Dog. Peace, my niggas.
That's penitentiary Trump with the rubber duck dog.
Penitentiary Trump is in the building. Okay, you know how we do. But you know, and you know, like I said, man. I mean, when everything gets taken away from you, and then you get it back, you see life different, man. And that's why
experience guys who have physically and like visually got upset at white people for even almost like even just saying like the N-word. Like, and I found it that I saw the same person around another white person, and when they said it, didn't do all that shit. So to me, I see that I think it's like an entrance to get off frustration for some sucker ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to get all real sensitive and shit and disrespect the motherfuckers. They feel they can do it with that person. I had a friend on Facebook, and he, Todd Fontaine, you know what I'm saying? He's a black kid, light skinned, you know what I'm saying? He does a little conversation piece, you know what I'm saying? Handsome dude. And he puts out these little pieces so people could talk and start conversation. And he had that same topic about the N-word stuff. And I simply wrote on there, I was like, listen, I wouldn't change the way I conversate in front of anybody for any color. If I'm talking about some Jewish people and we're talking about somebody being cheap, I'm gonna be like, this motherfucker's a Jew right here. Even if I'm talking about a nigga, I'm gonna be like, this nigga's a Jew. He's cheap with his motherfucking money. You know, it happens. It ain't like I'm trying to be personally disrespectful, but it is just me. So if you want to personally pull me to the side or even try to pull my card there, I'm gonna react. But I'm not gonna change and be like, oh, I'll be sensitive. So I wrote this all down, and he was like, nah, we already know you. You get a pass. And I was like, wait, is that because I'm so boisterous? Is it because I speak myself? Or is it because you acknowledge the fact that my background and my lineage brings me into this same category? Whereas you're feeling offended being called a nigga or not being called, and I'm feeling offended for being called a spick or an essay or not being offended by being called a spick or you know what I'm saying?
Okay, on that note, let me ask you a question. Is anybody looking at this fucking show?
Oh, I heard my mom was watching. My peace, Mom. How you doing? She's been watching, and I heard her best friend Ethel has been watching.
We got 2 viewers. Oh my God, we're about to blow up.
You know, I would tell you to promote it, but then it'd be a fucking sausage fest in this motherfucker. Because all you know is motherfuckers from the penitentiary.
That's
and these motherfuckers don't even got real names. Everybody's got a shade. Yo, they go red. Oh, black. Yo, black. That's a nigga black right there. Oh, they go whitey. Yo, whitey!
No, I thought on Wednesday night, your gig on Wednesday night, you were promoting.
My gig on Wednesday night, you know, matter of fact, last night was my last night doing that. They're about to bring another, because what it is that the lounge opens from, I want to say from Wednesday to Sunday. And so now they want a DJ at every different time of the day. So now Wednesday, they only got one DJ. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, they only got one DJs. On Saturdays and Sundays, because they do brunch and they do dinner, they got 2 DJs on the weekend. So each spot has a different DJ. I'm taking Saturday nights. So they had me holding it down because of the pandemic and all this other stuff. And now they got a radio DJ coming in on Wednesday to try to boost Wednesdays and the lounge itself. But I still got Saturdays.
AKA they wanted a real DJ for Wednesday because Wednesday's ladies' night. It'd be popping. You know what I'm saying?
No, in all reality, they looking at it like if you get a radio DJ, he'll advertise on the radio. And because I'm not on the radio.
All that, bro. We ain't lame. We got it.
You should have told them. You'll advertise here on the
TheD420 Show.
Well, check there's only 2 people watching it. So
wait.
They don't need to know that.
It's funny that we had
you can rate while it's low. It's just like the stock market, man.
It's funny why we had this conversation because Steven had met some people. Steven met some people from a a Christian what?
Multimedia.
A Christian multimedia company. And he went and was talking about the D420 show and he, for them to check us out. And he leaves all happily after he gives them the information. And at a red light, he stops. So he makes a U-turn and he goes back and he goes, tell him.
I realized, about 10 miles down the road, I had caught a glimpse of the pamphlet and said something about a Christian organization. So I realized about 10 miles down the road, we have a pretty loose, language here, like for rated PG. And then, of course, the N-word, and all the people I had spoken to were black. The whole time I was in the building, and I was in the building for a few hours, I didn't see not one other white person. Going in, coming out, there, nothing. I was the only white person the whole day. And I went to a couple different businesses and talked to them. And then, like I said, I realized down the road about the N-word and about the liberal language. So I have to go back and talk to these people. I have to be upfront with them before I use their good name on this show. But I had a great experience with both companies that I went to.
Did you get to speak to them yet?
No, I'm trying to set up lunch with this one.
Can you imagine how that conversation is going to be?
Sorry.
You need to look at the show.
No, he's gonna put on the phone. He's gonna be like, I'm gonna play a little segment from the host, and I'm ordering lunch. It's on me.
Let's eat before we.
The D420 show does not condone nor does it reflect every single member's personal, proclivity.
Okay, well, listen. I would love to stay out here all night, but I gotta go to work in the morning.
Me too. I gotta be out.
This woman did my taxes, and she cut me a huge break.
And he thanks
you. What are you talking about? She cut you a break. You don't work.
She did his taxes. The lady that put him on with this Christian organization media group.
How did she do your taxes if you don't work?
That's my question. Exactly.
Well, I have to off everything so I can get all that money.
This is the reason.
Come on, Mike.
Steve. Well, I'm leaving. I'm gone.
I'm leaving too. So do this next week.
I will holler at you guys tomorrow. I mean,
Michael.
next week. Yo.
I'll talk to you. Holler.
I'll holler at y'all.
We'll see you by then.
Holler. And live from the BX. Holler.
All right, yo. We're going to get the fuck up out of here. It's your boy Ant Live, Mikey Mike, Steve Stoner, Smoking Joe, and Ella P decided to skip this show. She knew that this gun deal was going to be a problem because I get hyped. You know what I'm saying? I get hyped. So let me apologize for Chubb Dog hanging up unprofessionally. But, I didn't.
I pressed the wrong button.
I know he pressed the wrong button. I expect because he wasn't going to take no shit from me. Just to say, in case anybody felt like he hung up because he was butthurt, that's a mistake. He was waiting for his chance to tell me some shit. I'm just saying. Yeah, motherfuckers don't know. This nigga was out home for 3 hours to tell me some shit.
I'm definitely going to hang up now. I'm out. Right.
He wanted to say some shit now. He's tired to go to bed. He still didn't hang up so he can say some shit. You know what I'm saying? Yo, it's your boy Ant Live, Steve Stoner. We get the fuck up out of here, goddammit. I ain't doing no outro. I didn't do no intro. The intro was like 40 minutes long, me by myself, just looking at the damn camera like. So yo, we out, man. I'll catch y'all next week. I think I gotta do a tutorial or some shit because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Yo, we out. Peace.